Some documents need more than just a signature. They need proof that the person signing is actually who they say they are, and BoldSign has a way to do that without collecting an ID upload. It's called knowledge-based authentication. It's a signer authentication method that verifies a signer's identity before they can open and sign a document, using security questions generated from public record information tied to their legal identity details. In this video, we'll cover when to use KBA, how to set it up, what the signer experience looks like, and what happens if verification fails. Use KBA when you're sending documents that carry legal or financial weight, like contracts, loan agreements, HR paperwork, or real estate closings, and you want to confirm the signer is really who they say they are. You don't need KBA for every document. It's best reserved for the higher trust workflows, where identity verification matters more than signing speed. BoldSign offers two identity verification options, and it's worth knowing the difference. ID verification requires the signer to upload an identity document, such as a passport, driver's license, or national ID. It also uses a selfie check to compare the signer's image with the photo on the ID. KBA takes a different approach. The signer provides their legal identity information, and BoldSign generates security questions from public record data. There's no document upload, just questions only that signer should be able to answer. Choose ID verification when you need a scanned identity document on file. Choose KBA when you want strong verification with a faster, upload-free signer experience. Let's walk through how to send a document with KBA enabled. Click Create New and start a new document. Upload the file you need signed. Add your signer's name and email address. This step matters more than it looks, so make sure the name you enter matches the signer's legal identity, since BoldSign can compare this name against the identity details they provide during KBA. Open the signer's authentication setting, turn on authentication, and select KBA Authentication as the method. Remember, KBA is only available for US-based recipients. Before moving on, review the KBA settings for the signer. You'll see three controls. KBA frequency, how often the signer has to complete KBA. Your options are every access until signed, or once per document. Use a stricter frequency for sensitive documents, and a lighter one when convenience matters more after the first successful check. Number of retries, how many attempts the signer gets, from 1 to 3, before their access is restricted. Name match tolerance, how strictly BoldSign compares the signer's name to their submitted identity details. Your options are none, lenient, moderate, and strict. Keep name matching on to confirm the KBA participant is the intended signer. Once you're happy with these settings, click Next. Add your signature and other fields, and click Send. Here's what happens on the signer's side. They open the signing request email and click Review and Sign. Instead of landing on the document, they're taken to the KBA verification page first. They review the verification instruction, check the consent box, and click Begin Verification. Next, they enter their legal identity details: first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code, and the last 4 digits of their social security number. Once submitted, BoldSign generates a set of security questions from public record data, and the signer answers each one. There may be a timer on screen, so they'll want to move through the questions without long pauses. After submitting their answers, BoldSign checks the responses. If verification succeeds, the signer is taken straight to the document to review, fill in their fields, and click Finish to complete signing. Verification doesn't always succeed on the first try, so it's worth knowing what the signer sees when that happens. If the session times out before they submit their answers, they can restart, as long as retry attempts are still available. If their answers don't match, BoldSign shows a verification failed message. And again, they can retry within the allowed attempt limit. If they run out of attempts, access to the document is locked. At that point, the signer needs to contact the sender for help, since verification can't continue. If a signer gets locked out, here's how you, as the sender, get them back in. Go to My Documents, open the document where the signer failed KBA, and find that signer in the list. Click the More Options icon next to their name. Select Reset Verification to clear the failed or locked state, and allow the signer to try again while keeping KBA enabled and preserving your settings. This differs from removing authentication, which removes the KBA requirement entirely. Use Reset Verification when the signer still needs to complete identity verification. Use Remove Authentication only when KBA is no longer required for that signer. In this case, select Reset Verification and confirm the action. One thing to note, a reset attempt is a new KBA challenge, so it counts as new usage under your plan. That's how knowledge-based authentication works in BoldSign, from setup to the signer experience to handling a failed attempt. If you're ready to try KBA on your own documents, start a free BoldSign trial using the link below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more BoldSign tutorials and workflow guides.